Hello! Welcome back. This is part 2 of First Time Living Abroad. Woo! 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 What happens next will culture shock you. Not clickbait.
First thing we noticed when we came here, it was the weather.
When I first came here, I noticed that the clouds were lower than the ones in Singapore because obviously Singapore is very hot and hot air rises cold air sinks, so there's a difference in cloud levels.
I don't know about Greece, so I can't say anything. First thing I noticed was like I came here and I was waiting the weather to be like raining and very cold, and instead I found a really hot place. So I was like, okay, it's not that bad. And the next day it was raining, so yeah.
Typical UK weather.
Exactly.
I used to think like the people over here are very weird when like they get super happy when they see sun, and I'll be like, why do you get so excited about sun? Now I get it. Because you don't get much sun over here. Over here you get sun for like a few hours,
Yeah.
and then it's gone and it turns cloudy. Like right now it's cloudy. Look at that. What even is this? Food! Love food.
I love food, but here is... I don't want to say the word.
Is it better in Greece?
Of course it's better than Greece.
Like everything or?
I think everything.
The onions over here taste better than the onions in Singapore because, okay, I refuse to eat the onions in Singapore because they just taste really strong and they taste disgusting, but over here the strong is not as strong and it's also sweeter, so I won't mind eating like straight up onions over here.
She's never been to Paris before.
Obviously, because this is England, you know, Asian food like Chinese food, Japanese food they cannot compare to the ones in actual Asia. So this I can't really complain, but I do miss proper Chinese food.
Same here. We have a lot of Greek restaurants, but they don't taste the same as from Greece.
Snacks and chocolate are so cheap.
Take some here.
Why?
Because they're not healthy. If you
That's true.
come here, you will find the unhealthy stuff very cheap, but the very healthy stuff too expensive.
True.
Not fair.
I would say like, okay, so chocolate over here is very super duper cheap, while in Singapore it is super duper expensive. So over here a bar of Cadbury chocolate is £1, which is close to $2 in Singapore, but then in Singapore it's like $8 for a freaking bar of chocolate. Who is willing to pay that?
Oh, before we continue,
Yes.
in the last video I made a mistake. So if something is £3 here, it's gonna be €4.50 because it has changed in the past 1 year, I think. Because when I first came here, that's how it was, and that's how I'm still doing it in my head because I don't want to spend much money. But yeah, it's that.
Okay, so this is a question. Are you allowed to eat in every library in England? Because you're allowed to eat in the uni library. So when I first went to the uni library, I see people bringing in huge amounts of food and then nobody's telling them off. And I'm just like, what? This is allowed? Because you're not allowed to eat in the libraries, even if it's a school. takeaway shops is very new to me because I don't see them at all in Singapore. Like, yes, we do have like stores that, like street food stores, and then there are pizza takeaway stores, but not like those takeaway shops where you buy everything from like pizzas, kebabs, burgers. Like, we don't have those, so that's very new to me.
Don't look at me, we have them. Well, I'm gonna start by saying they're drinking too much.
Drinking is a huge thing over here.
Yeah, basically that was the biggest culture shock for me. Because I came here and I was like, what's happening? Everyone is drunk. And then they had parties every night for Freshers Week. And I've never been to anything of that because I don't drink. So what's the point of paying for that if I don't drink?
Like the first like pamphlets we got when we first went to our accommodation, like student accommodation, are all like mostly for clubs. I don't know if it's like a Newcastle thing or it's like a student thing.
Basically, I think it's the whole England thing. Like, because when English people come in Greece, we still get drunk. So, and it's not only students that do it. It's like all
adults.
Women and men.
Our first day of class, everyone is just talking about how they're going out.
Yeah, and not even the first day, and the second, and until now they're doing it.
Even that, yeah. It's yeah, it's
a habit that they have.
I don't condemn drinking, but then drinking until you're drunk every single night, that's not gonna be good for the long run. And you're only like 19, 20. Please take care of your health. I don't know if it's a common thing, but smoking weed seems to be like a trend of some sort over here.
Yeah. Everywhere you go, you will smell weed.
Oh, yeah. I've smelled weed before. It smells horrible. Don't like it.
Yeah. And I smell that all the time, like
all the time.
Yeah, in my accommodation. I don't know. They all smoke weed. So. People here like seem or are more outgoing, which is good.
I can see where the stereotype of like the British being nice, like where it came from. But obviously a stereotype is not actually not entirely true. If you compare like a shy person from here and a shy person in Singapore, the shy person in UK seems very sociable and outgoing. Yeah, it's very different. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Talking to strangers seems to be a normal thing over here as well. And also, like when you walk past someone and then you accidentally make eye contact, you just smile. That's new to me.
Hey, we made eye contact. Smile.
In Singapore, it's quite conservative and it's mostly like just business. Not like business and smiling and social at the same time. I would love to do that. It's really sad, especially like customer service. Like, I love it when the person who is serving me just smiles and be like, hi, how's your day going? Oh, you're having a good time? While in Singapore, it's just like, here's your food. Here's your check. Here's your change. Bye-bye.
Well, in Greece, we're not like that. We are nice people, like, and because we have a lot of tourists, we have to be nice.
I notice like when you see your friends or just like an acquaintance, like when you walk past them, they be like, hi, you alright? Even though it's very natural to them, it's very not natural to me, and I really like it. Even if they're just saying it for the sake of saying it, I think it's really nice that they're saying it. So that's the end. A first time living abroad.
The end of everything. The end of the world.
if we manage to come up with some things, there might be a part 3. But we don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Right? Bye.
Oh yeah. Bye.
Hope we've culture shocked you.
Yeah.
Okay.